remember when we first entered our secondary school, and our principal was like saying, "Oh, these like next 6 years are gonna pass by a blink of an eye," and I was just thinking, "No, it's not. Like that's false." And next thing I know, 2 years have already passed, and I have like 3 more years left. Like that's crazy.
Hello everyone, 'tis me Valentina,
and 'tis I, Maliha.
Welcome or welcome back to the Unnamed Podcast. Today we will be talking about something
A horrific nightmare level of subject.
at the time of this recording. In 4 days our freedom will end and
Yeah,
it shall begin.
we can no longer eat when we want.
We can no longer lie down when we want,
Like face people and talk to them,
or go into a stinky bathroom.
or like the smell of vapes, bro. Like
Oh
honestly,
yeah,
the guessing game's over.
yeah. It's education.
Yeah, guys.
Studies, guys. School.
Yeah, you should have guessed that from like the first word we said. Well,
Which was hello. Either way, guys, it's obvious. Anyhow, anywho.
What?
Oh, okay. Whatever. So firstly, we're gonna tell you guys some study tips. Well, before we say this,
Why?
oh, that was not what.
Oh, continue.
To find the best way to study is different for everyone, cause like you might prefer reading rather than writing or whatever.
So do not listen to us.
Well, do listen to us, cause you can try these tips out,
Yeah,
especially if you're just starting like secondary school or
Yes.
high school or something. Like,
but personally, I'm gonna throw a lot of shade on the Pomodoro technique because I have beef with that so much.
true.
So when it comes to that, don't listen to us. Because like it might work for you, it just doesn't work for us.
Yeah, because I tried it out a few times, and it just stressed me out even more.
Yeah, I hate it so much. Like I can't even express how much I hate it.
We're being a bit
I tried.
biased.
I wasted a whole 3 hours because I tried that Pomodoro technique.
Okay, moving on.
Why?
Yeah,
Why you should study?
because your future depends on it. Not only that, but like, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you don't put any pressure on yourself at all,
Have a moderate amount of pressure. I understand that there's pressure from different families, but like it depends on the family. But like, don't put that much pressure on yourself. You're not gonna die.
yeah, it's just like if you know the information, because we're not going to school just to
know who, I don't know, started the American Revolution or something.
Yeah, or like they're not trying to fabricate us into being a bunch of robots. We will be if we start using AI.
I knew this was coming. Like the pause, I was like, AI is gonna be brought up now.
Okay, in all seriousness, like you're there to learn, guys. Actually learn that information, because no one can take the knowledge away from you.
And like, it's your youth, enjoy your youth, but enjoyment doesn't mean completely throwing away your future just to enjoy something.
Exactly. Like,
yes, go out to a party or something with your friends. I don't know what you guys do, but like still prioritize your future.
Yeah, and like just remember, you're there in school for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, try to change your mindset. Don't be like, I'm going to school because I have to go to this stupid place. No, I'm going to school because I get the privilege, the opportunity to have an education. I'm learning, like I have the opportunity to learn things no one could.
Like in different countries, especially for like girls, there would be so much girls that would kill for a position like that you have right now, and you're like saying, why do I have to get up at like 7 every morning and go to school? Which I understand, for some people school is hard, but like people that just say it because you're there to learn, that's literally what school is about.
Yeah, and yes, it's also about socializing.
Yeah,
like you may not have like friends yet, but like then focus on your studies, because you will find people that will be like your true friends.
Yes.
It might just take a while.
We're getting into the sentimental stuff already.
Because it sure did take a while for me.
Yeah,
so like, don't worry
I can back that up. It took a very long while.
Guys, don't take people's homework answers, because
unless like you're in desperate need. Yeah.
Ask for help, not answers, because you're there to learn, not just copy straight off someone.
So if something horrible happened and then like you didn't have time to do homework, bro, ask your friend for the answers. Yes, that's fine. Don't think that like just because we're saying that taking people's answers are bad, it's unacceptable.
Or that we've never done it.
Yeah, I've done it so much times, guys. Like, okay, that's don't do it just because you're lazy. You know.
Okay, should we do the study tips now?
Okay.
Yeah. So first of all, prepare yourself mentally. And what does that mean? It means like get yourself in the mindset that you need to study. You can't not be lazy. It's not something you can just let pass by and you're like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. No. Like tomorrow has already passed 3 years ago. You can't do this. Okay. When you do start school, pay attention in class, guys. Always.
Yes.
Like, what do you mean here? Because my last year of school, at the end of the year, I was really unfocused. Obviously, I had to study so much to make up for it, like so much more. It was so stressful. But like, I did not pay a lot of attention in class. Like, you're learning, you're getting the information firstly in class.
You get primary information.
Exactly. And when you do get like those quizzes and questions to do in class, pay attention, like quiz yourself. Do not just copy the answers from the book. Like that's not helping at all.
Yeah.
Like the teachers give it to you for a reason, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And same with homework. I know homework really sucks.
Homework's like revision in itself.
Exactly.
So treat it as like studying. Don't treat it as homework. I think that's like the biggest thing that people make a mistake about. Because homework sounds so boring. But then when you're like, oh, I'm learning instead of doing homework, or like I'm learning instead of studying, then it's more fun.
Yeah, because
change your mindset, guys.
Exactly. It's all about the mindset. If you go into an exam room thinking, oh, I'm gonna fail, like some people I know.
Yeah, most likely.
Like some people I know.
Wow, Valentina.
It does not necessarily mean you're automatically gonna fail, but like if you're thinking I'm gonna fail, like are you really gonna try your best because you're like so sure you're gonna fail?
Like there was this experiment that was conducted, and there was basically someone's hand, and it was like put beside them on a table, and there was like a border.
They cut it off?
No, like they just put their hand on the table, and there was like borders so they couldn't see their hand, and there was a rubber hand in front of them so they could see that rubber hand, and like they started doing all sorts of things to their hands, like they were like touching and everything, and the person was
this leading?
It's gonna lead to something, and like they were like, oh no, I can't feel it, even though it was a real hand, and then they started touching the rubber hand, and they said that they could feel it, and then they started like sticking a needle in like their real hand, and they couldn't feel anything, and then they got a hammer and slammed it onto the rubber hand, and the people started crying out in pain, like they thought that it actually like hurt them and like broke their hand, but then they saw their actual hand and it was like completely fine, and then the pain just left instantly. So like that's just the power of your mentality, guys.
So that's why it was leading.
Yeah, very long story, exactly, but it comes to a point.
Like your brain is so powerful to a point that like if someone convinces you that you're sick and you believe it, you might as well just fall into sickness.
Yeah.
So
if you convince yourself that you can't do something, you won't do it. Obviously, there are exceptions. Like, don't try and jump off a building because you believe you can fly or something.
Yeah, that is not gonna work. Yeah. Okay, but what were we saying? Oh yeah, study tips.
Well, the one that I use the most is blurting. Yeah, that's what.
So what is blurting, you may ask?
You write what you read. Okay, so you read you basically read something, you read it again, and then you write a summary of it. And that's literally it. And it works for me. It might not work for everyone else. I know this girl, and she is like a really good student, and she was like, oh my god, blurting has never worked for me. Me, on the other hand, I love blurting so much. I have a clipboard filled with blurting pages. I can't study without writing. I can't memorize without writing. Yeah, that's basically blurting. Give it a try.
Yeah, I recommend it too. Use this rule. Can you explain it to a child? Like, can you explain the information to a child?
And this is where AI comes in, guys.
No, this is where the Feynman technique comes in.
Our fellow AI, our foe.
Guys.
No, wait, no, our friend.
Okay, I recommend like cornering a parent and teaching them the information, because my parents would be really happy to learn more. When you learn the information for revision, teach it to them. That's the Feynman technique.
Yeah.
You're the teacher. Or just speak to yourself, because you don't need a person there.
Well, no, because sometimes when I try and do that and speak to myself or like the plushies, I always sidetrack. And I'm like, next thing I know, I'm talking about how much like Teletubbies there are or something. And like, I'm like trying to memorize the colors of the Teletubbies for some reason.
Okay, you would sidetrack anyway.
Because it's just you. Yeah, I tried explaining it to this kid once. Finland does not work for me. It's great, but it does not work for me. I tried explaining it to a kid once, and I just next thing I know, I'm talking about like Skibidi Toilet, and I'm like, "Do you watch Skibidi Toilet?" and stuff like that, and they were just like, "Yes," and I was like, "Oh, cool." I learned a lot about John Ford from that conversation as well.
Wow,
Yes,
that's great.
my next tip. Okay, do practice papers, guys.
That was my tip.
When I remember my tip, I'll say that. But for now, I'm stealing Valentina's. If you like keep on doing different years of exam papers and different exam papers, eventually something similar will come up on the proper exam, which is like very helpful. And also, you'll get the general like gist of what's gonna come up. Oh, I remember now. Okay, go on a walk and get your fresh air. But when you're doing that, first of all, you're getting exercise, which is really good. Fresh air, which gives you energy. And then also put in your earphones and listen to a podcast either you made about the subject you're learning or someone else made about the subject you're learning. When you breathe in, the oxygen will go through your lungs and then gas exchange will happen and then your oxygen will piggyback
thank you
into
for
your hemoglobin
explaining.
and then you'll have oxyhemoglobin and then
This is an example
of your
of
cells and then
of the Feynman technique.
It'll have a chemical reaction with your mitochondria, which will, and then it releases energy, and then you can study more.
If you're stuck too long in your room or wherever you study, which I recommend it to be like a quiet place or as quiet as you can in your house, where you don't have like your phone right beside you, because if you're like me or like most of this generation, you will be distracted. Yeah, and take breaks because like going on the walk,
not like the Pomodoro technique.
Yeah, just maybe like go get a glass of water and then come back. That's your break. Those are like mini breaks because you're not getting carried away by lying down in bed and then just staying there for the rest of the day.
And if you do decide to have breaks, have like very boring breaks so then you'll want to study. Yeah. So like just literally sit and do nothing. Or like ask your parents to give you a job to do and then you won't want to do it so you're going to study.
Or don't lie down because you will be tired, but you'll get at the end of the day to lie down.
Yeah. And do not
as a
go on your phone, bro.
Do not. Or iPad or computer or laptop or
any
TV.
Device.
Because those things, they are fabricated to keep you stuck.
Especially like platforms like TikTok. Oh my god. They will keep you hooked for ages. Do not go on them.
Yeah. If you go on them, the time will pass by in the blink of an eye. And what have you learned? What do you remember? Like, do you remember that one song? But that's it. Like, what good is that going to do in your life?
Yeah. Also, when you're studying, have rewards.
Yeah. Like what, Melissa?
Oh, I have to explain them?
Yes.
Okay, so like say if you really this is a story by Valentina.
No.
So if she like needs to pee or something, she'll be like, okay, I'll get to the end of this page and then I'll go. So it's a reward. What else is there?
Drinking tea.
Yeah. What does that have to do with it?
Yeah, drink tea if you like tea. Maybe you don't like tea, but I love tea and it makes me feel happy and all warm and fuzzy on the inside. Maybe because it's hot tea, but you feel better. And if you,
there was this method that I tried a while ago because I was super burnt out and it was during exam time. So I went on TikTok and I was just like searching up stuff on how to be motivated to study, and there was a comment and it was like, eat spicy food but keep like water in the next room or something like that. And I was like, okay, that's a good idea. So I ate like really spicy food and then I went to study, and until I finished studying I could not get that water. And now it doesn't really work because my spice tolerance just went up by like 20 times because of that like method. But I was literally huffing and puffing as I studied, and there were tears falling from my eyes, and I couldn't reach the water. Don't do that if you have like a not strong heart, but like do that if you're fine with it. You know.
I do not know how to feel about that method.
That's like your last resort, guys.
If it works for you, that's great. It's just for me, it would not work because if I'm dehydrated, I'm not gonna think of anything else but my dry throat.
Exactly, which is why you have to finish it quicker.
Yeah, but that wouldn't work for me. I need to be
Oh.
hydrated. I need to stay hydrated.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
understand.
I recommend staying hydrated or do what she does.
Yeah.
You decide.
Guys, I have crazy study methods. Just don't do anything that harms you.
Yeah. Like, for example, if you're getting burned out and taking a few breaks and you really can't focus on reading or trying like techniques anymore because like you're so tired, go lie
Yeah.
down and watch a video about the topic you were studying.
Yes.
For revision. Like, for example, for history, what is it? Oversimplified?
Yeah, oh my god, he's so good.
Or like
Yeah.
Crash Course.
Yeah.
Or like Crash Course. They have so many videos.
And watch study vlogs. Oh my god, they motivate you
Yes,
to study
totally.
so much.
Exactly.
God.
I agree.
Yeah. Or like keep, if you have Pinterest or like TikTok or whatever, just keep a little board or like a folder or whatever of study motivation, because you will run out of motivation. That's like, you will.
You might not even start with motivation.
Yeah. This is your motivation. This is your sign.
Like, for a while, I tried, like, you know, the study with me videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
They were actually quite helpful for me because I would see the person studying and I'd be like, oh my goodness, why am I not studying? I tried this one, which was like Asian mom coming into check on you. And it was,
I was waiting to say that. And when you were finished, I was like, I'm not going to say that.
and just one thing, for the start of the school year, that's the most important to get your flow right. Because if you start off awkwardly and you don't study and you leave things till the last minute, you most likely will have a hard time catching up.
Yeah. Don't cram because you won't remember it. Like, rather than just studying, learn it.
Exactly.
Because then you won't have to study that much for later years. Like for the American Revolution, I don't have to study that much. I'm just giving like an overview because I learned it and I know it. And like you can ask me that in 6 years and I'll still know it.
Exactly.
But like if you like ask me about, I don't know, the Roman Empire, bro, not a word is coming out of me. Read more books for English. Read a variety of books.
Create like a comfy atmosphere for you, if that helps. Because, for example, sometimes when I'm not really feeling good or unmotivated, my room will be a mess. Like, because I'll be so stressed to actually tidy my room. But like when I tidy my room and I sit down to study, and I have a few thousand candles lit up, and like I get like natural light, but like just candles and tea, it makes me feel better because I feel better.
I agree, guys. Study aesthetically and you will study better.
Okay, guys, so that was it.
Yeah. We hope you gained a lot of knowledge.
And just as a summary, prepare yourself mentally, pay attention in class, create like a little cozy atmosphere, take it little by little, take small breaks. Use different techniques. Try out your own technique and whatever works for you is best. Yeah, so just try to stay. Yeah. So, anyways, fun fact for today is that anatidaephobia is when you have a fear of ducks. Yes.
Sorry for the quality change because our microphones just died.
We have two microphones, but
we were switching between them
because they kept turning off after 5 seconds of speaking. Maybe because we've been speaking for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening.
Yes, good.
So out the door, dinosaurs. And study a lot.
Goodbye.
And I hope you have a good year of school. Because we sure won't.
Yeah.